Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. We're going to be talking about polling for Yuffie or skipping for the collaborations coming up. Like next month, we're going to have one that's mysterious. Some people are guessing Final Fantasy X, 15, 16. It could be anything, right? There is those going on, so keep some blue crystals behind just in case you want to pull for collaboration. And collaboration banners are supposed to be really, really good. But these Halloween ones are actually amazing. So with that in mind, husbando, waifus, always pull for your favorite character, okay? And this costume, if Yuffie was more of a favorite of mine, I would go for it. All right, so the costume itself is ridiculous. It's Little Red Riding Hood, but in this case, the Red Riding Hood took the skin of the Big Bad Wolf, which is Red 13, and did this. Even a little Red 13 on, it's so good. These kind of remind me of Jack Skeleton too, the pumpkins, but this entire costume is fantastic. I wish they'd put this much effort into a lot of them, because like everything on this is so creative and so clean. The Red 13 hood, if this was an actual clothes you could buy, I guarantee you people would spend money on this 100% in a heartbeat. So freaking cute. I also want this wreath for Halloween. It's just, yeah. If you're gonna pull, you're pulling for the costume. But what does this whole thing do? It's an Arcanum with Eerie Mask, which is magic defense, HP, survivability is the best thing to mix with. Arcanum, she's very unique. Ice ability damage plus 35%. Guess what? Before we even look at the weapon, she has already an ice weapon. You know what I'm getting here, right? She can both do physical and magical ice damage. The first character from what we looked on stream today, that can do both physical and magical of the same element without AoE weapons. I'm talking about 800% plus potency. She can do either or. So you can build her magic or you can build her physical, because it doesn't matter. Ice damage up is ice damage up, no matter the actual. So the weapon though, Little Red Wreath, the costume's called the Naki's Mantle. So cute. So freaking cute. I can't get over this one. It has 684 magic. Fully maxed out is 940 magic ice damage to a single target. And if the enemy's debuffed, it's times 1.2. So it's like 1128 potency or something like that, right? It's really high. It's over 1100. It's got boost magic attack 46, 39, your standard, and it's got a circle sigil, which every weapon from this point on should have a sigil break. If not, we got issues. So 4 ATB, huge amount of damage, making her the top magic ice DPS, and she can also dapple into physical DPS if she would like to. So to me, because of that, there's a lot of issues I run into, and a lot of people run into these issues where they have magic ice or magic fire or physical fire, physical lightning, but they don't have the other version, right? Like for me, an example is I have Ice Sephiroth, but I have no physical ice characters. So her being able to run two different ones and fully be a DPS is really, really good, right? It's just kind of like the Monster Hunter stuff where you can use them for anything. They're not an Arcanum, but they're pretty close, where Arcanum's very, very strong, and then you're able to do either one. So that right there is enough to pull on this character alone. Kate Sith's weapon is still on this, so if you want Kate Sith weapon, you guys are more than welcome to go for this. It is along with two other costumes, so you get the little voucher. Let me talk about the stamp before I jump into that. The stamp page is a little different from Vincent's. This one has 3 costumes in it only, and it doesn't go to page 4 for a guaranteed weapon. I'm guessing because the other characters, or the other banner has 2 new characters on it, so they gave 4 pages, but this one, you're guaranteed only 1, 2, 3, 4 weapons. So OB3 if you go to page 3. So pretty standard of these Halloween event ones, but the voucher this time gives you both Clouds and Sephiroths. So if you come over here to exchange, they got a little bit of a buff. They're at 15 HP, 10 heal, and then Sephiroth's Mastery 1 gives you 15 HP, and Mastery stays the same. So you do have choices here, or Mithril Ore. Don't do the Mithril Ore. So you get to pull for her specifically. Now, when it comes to the wish list, if you are going for this, because you can't go wrong, it's just that we've been pulling for Anniversary, Vincent banner, her banner. We have collaborations coming out, right? We have Ifrit Summon being upgraded, Titan happening. There's so much. You probably even should save towards Christmas holidays if you already pulled for anniversary stuff. So me telling you this is really good doesn't mean you have to pull for it. If you don't have any magic, ice, or physical ice characters, it works for you. But doesn't mean that you have to pull in every banner that comes out. I'm drained. I'm back to 1590 blue crystals, and I haven't got Vincent's costume yet. I'm dying. I'm scraping every little bit I can get. But wishlist wise, Yuffie, she has a couple ways to build it, right? There's no like specific one. Well, there is one that's better than all of them, but you can do whatever you want when it comes to the Yuffie build. It only comes down to her offhand weapon. So pretend her Moogle costume here is her new ice costume. That's her ice weapon, right? You would offhand pinwheel. You can do this, and I recommend this, especially Tifa specifically. But if you have any of the magic ones, equip it. And if you do the physical version of her, equip the physical versions of these. But boost magic attack all allies will give you 14% magic on an offhand. And then it gives you boost magic ability potency, which is a 30% increase. So you buff the party, buff her. It's kind of better than trying to max out your actual boost attack itself, right? Because at a certain point, you go from 20% to 25, or 15 to 20, or even 15 to 25. That's only a 10% increase, where if you slap a magic attack boost all on your character, it's better. So Vincent's weapon over here gives the last 9 points you need, because you're going to main hand the new weapon, which has 46 magic, goes to 55, and then it gives 26 points into ice. All right, so with her new weapon being 39, 26, you're already at 65 ice off of 2 weapons. Her new weapon in the main hand, and this in the offhand, and boom, 100% ice damage potency. And then you can just finish it off with one of the enhanced swords or air sword wand. So that's an idea of when you're actually building her. But here's the wish list. You can use Air's weapon here because it has boost attack ice, making the ice go up as well. So you'd run pinwheel in the offhand, which gives ice, and then you're at a max ice potency. But then let's just say you don't have that, but you have Aerith's weapon. You can use Aerith's ice weapon. Too much boost magic in my opinion. That's why Vincent's weapon is better. There is Sephiroth's ice weapon. There's a lot of ice weapons. So you don't have to go for a brand new one if you didn't pull for Vincent stuff. You can use Edge Wings into there, or you can run them both together. That works too. Since she can lower ice resist, that way both of them are DPSing. But I prefer that the DPS doesn't do the debuff or buff. The DPS should only be pushing DPS because she or her, him, whatever character you're using, doesn't put on buff duration. So if they don't have buff duration, they're going to be constantly, especially the AI, constantly debuffing. So I'm not a huge fan of Pinwheel. And when it comes to that, I rather do a little bit of a different build for Yuffie. You can give her Crystal Cross here, and then you can use whatever boost attack weapons in the back end, since she'll max her own boost magic attack. And then she gives a little bit of ability potency. And then you can use something like Sawed-Off Shotgun that has boost magic ability potency 52. 26 points into that, right? With boost attack. And then you can run some of the ice ones. So there is options. And then if you don't want to use either the Pinwheel or this one, you could put in something like the Twin Viper for boost attack. Or the other one is the Wind one. You get a Dead R ability here, but 46 points, and you can kind of mess around with the back a little bit better. But realistically, if you don't have the ice weapons, anything that boosts your magic ability potency is adding potency to ice damage, right? So if you get 26 points out of here, that's 45 magic ability potency damage, which is ice in this case. Once you max out ice, you come over here to get more. So it's the same idea. If you can grab 40 something points and you get rid of 15 ice potency, you're still going to do more damage. So there's tons of options, but highly recommend that you do main hand, where is she? Her new weapon and this Vincent weapon, and you have a ton of ice damage off the bat. 100% potency, max out boost magic attack, and then you do what you want. Pinwheel, this thing, that thing, all these ice weapons, or Barrett's weapon you can mix in there. The whole point is just make sure you get that boost magic attack up, and make sure you get the boost attack up, and then use an all attack weapon. So up to you guys. Let me know what you think of this one. I really like the costume. I really like the costume on this one. I am just broke like everybody else. But this is the idea of the build. There is other builds where you don't use that pinwheel, but it works out really good. Obviously, mix and match. You can do 2 boost attack magic ice here instead of this if you don't have it, right? And then just go crazy. She's going to be a really good ice damage dealer for you. Physical and magical. If you do physical, there's so many of them. I was about to end there, but I mean, like, if I mention physical, I should probably show you guys a little bit of physical. So you use anything you want, really. There's so many, right? Zach's weapon over here, Tifa's weapon over here. Again, the boost attack weapons would still stay the same. You've got the Bald Eagle, which has 62 boost physical attack up. Really big to give you the max L. So if you main hand her weapon, this one over here, so you do boost attack and then you do Bald Eagle, boom, you're done. You're done for boost physical attack, and then you just put boost attack and ice in the back. So Cloud's weapon, Air's weapon, down here. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. If you want more detail on the physical build, you can check out Tifa's physical build or Cloud's physical build for the 6-month anniversary. The weapons really haven't changed too much, besides like Zach weapon or something. But boost attack, physical attack, stack that ice, and you're good to go. That's all you need to know. Besides all that, let me know what you're thinking. How is anniversary? How are these new events? I'm going to make an update video talking about all the stuff. I made 1 million score on the mold crawler, and I'm currently top 10 on the high score challenge that's going on right now, the dungeon ranking. So that's coming up next. Besides all that, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.